Hi guys, so today we're going to do a tutorial. This one is what I am wearing now. It's quite a dramatic look because there's quite dark eyes and a dark lip as well. I thought I'd do a video of these two looks together so that you can you can wear them together if you want to. I normally would do a either a bright eye or a bright lip, not at the same time. I do actually quite like this look. I think they look quite nice together, but obviously it is quite daring. I don't know how comfortable I would be going out in public like this, mainly because I get a little bit nervous about things like that. Other than that, you can kind of decide whether you want to wear the eyes or the lips or together, whatever you want to do. But anyway, if you would like to see how to recreate this, then please carry on watching. So to begin with, I have first of all just put a little bit of Elizabeth Arden on my lips, just so that when I get to put anything on my lips later, they won't be really chapped and stuff. So right now I have literally nothing on my face. I have just taken, just kind of cleansed and toned, so there is nothing on there. So first thing I always apply before I put anything on is a photo finish foundation primer, and this one's from Smashbox. I really like this one. I've been using it for a while now, and yeah, it's oil free, which I really like. So I literally just apply that all over the face. I like to apply it a thicker layer by the nose, but other than that I just put thin layer everywhere else. I think it's nice to have something on before you put your foundation. Anyway, so then I go on to foundation. I'm using L'Oreal True Match, and this is in the shade Vanilla Rose. Yeah, and it says R2C2. Anyway, so I'm just going to put 2 squirts of that on the back of my hand. I'm going to use a Real Technique brush to blend that in. I sometimes do a concealer first if I really have a lot of blemishes. At the moment my skin's okay, so I'm not going to use one until once I've put my foundation on, then I'll go over. So once you're happy with how much foundation you have on, then I go on to concealer. For concealer I use the MAC Prolong Wear Concealer, and I am the shade NC20. NC20 is a little bit lighter. I would normally be in NC25, I would say. I think I always like my concealer to be a slightly lighter shade so that I can kind of highlight with it as well. You really do not need, I only need just 1 squirt of this because it goes a very long way. So I just get a little bit on my hand and I apply that under the eye and I work it down. So this is kind of highlighting under my eyes quite subtly. It is absolutely pouring outside. I got caught in it before, it was not fun. So I use my finger so that I get the best use of the product, because otherwise like a brush or a sponge will soak up some of the product. So this way you get good use of it. So I'm just going to finish this under the eyes. I now apply some to the chin because I want to highlight this area, but also I've got a few blemishes. And around the nose. And I'm just going to put, when I put it on this side, I'm just going to drag it a little bit out because I've got a scar here. I really love this concealer, it's really good. If you like, it's a thin consistency, but it's a full coverage. Oh, I just love it, I think it's really good. So if you like a relatively full coverage, but not like a thick consistency, then I really recommend you get that. And then any excess on my finger, I would just rub on the bridge of my nose. Then I'm going to get any kind of powder brush, fluffy brush. I'm using a 116 from MAC. Mine's a little bit dirty on the top, but anyway. And I'm going to use a Skinfinish from MAC. This is Light Plus. And I'm just going to use that under the eye. Just because I crease there first normally, in that T-zone area. Like so, a little bit on the cheeks. Right, now I'm going to go on to bronzer. Or sculpting powders first. I'm going to use one from Sleek. I'm just going to use this one here. I don't know if it has a name, but it's their Face Form Contouring and Blush palette. Doesn't have a name, but anyway, this is quite a handy palette to have. And I'm just going to use any angled fluffy brush. I'm just going to suck in my cheeks and kind of contour the face. So kind of placing it where your cheekbone is, and then I always work the product up towards the temples and round it off around here. The computer sounds like it's going to blow up. A bit under the chin. Use that black brush. Then I'm going to use a brush like this, and I'm going to use the same powder. I'm just going to contour my nose a little bit, not too much. If you feel like you've got, contouring your nose is really good when you feel like it basically makes your nose appear smaller. So if you just get kind of a contouring colour, so something, I suppose it depends on your skin tone, but just a slightly darker browny kind of colour, and if you just go along the sides of your nose and also here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to blend that off with my foundation brush, just so it's not a harsh line, because that would look awful. Just like so. And just down the nose. And also another way is if you put a highlight down the nose, that is really good as well. Just to highlight that bit, make it look a bit smaller. I'm going to use a blush from MAC. This is my all-time favourite blush. It's called Melba, and it's kind of a warm pinkish tone. And I'm just going to use any brush. I like this one. It's tapered from MAC. It's a 138. I'm going to kind of put that on top of where I contoured. Like that. Then I'm going to use a highlighter. This one's Soft and Gentle from MAC. And I just use, I just use a brush like this. It's like really, really fluffy. And I use that just because I don't want much on, and it just puts it exactly where I want it. So I just put that above where I've put the rest of the stuff, the contour and the blusher. I don't put too much, and then just the excess down the nose. So this is my face done. So I'm now going to go on to eyes. This is my favourite part of the makeup look always. I love doing eye makeups. I love doing eye makeup. It's kind of, yeah, my favourite part. Anyway, so to begin with, I'm going to use an eye primer. This is from Rimmel London Undercover Shadow Primer, and I'm just going to put that just all over the lid. And I'm just going to blend that out. Like so. Now I do my eyebrows. I don't know why I put my primer on first and then do my eyebrows, but I do anyway. I don't normally do very much to my brows because I normally just kind of leave them alone, but I've recently got a new eyebrow pencil and I've been loving it, and it's from MAC and it's called Lingering. like that. And it's kind of that like lightest brown kind of colour, and it looks like this, which is really nice because it's quite thin. So you can kind of draw on lines and it looks relatively natural. So I just kind of fill it in quite, you know, quick and easy, not putting too much time into it. And I'm using always one of these just to blend that out. And then I just extend my brow just a little bit. I'm not doing anything fancy because I've got quite a lot of brow. So like so. And that's literally all I do. Right, so going on to eye makeup. So I put my primer on, so I'm going to go straight on with some eyeshadow. Eyeshadow that I'm going to be using is, so I'm going to first use this one here, which you can tell I really, really like. I use it a lot. It's called Coppering and it's from MAC. Ooh. All of the eyeshadows in this are from MAC. So I'll be using this one here and also this one here for the moment. So this is Coppering and this is Antiqued. They're both really lovely colours. Coppering is much more red and then Antiqued is more of a warm brown. I am literally kind of mixing the two onto my brush, tapping off the excess, and I'm just going to apply that straight to the eyelid. I like to pack on quite a lot of colour because I really like it to be quite strong. Then I'm going to get a blending brush. By the way, this brush is a 239 from a MAC. These two brushes I'm going to be using are my all-time favourite eye brushes. So it's a 239 and a 217. 217 is a blending brush and it's amazing. It just blends everything so seamlessly. Anyway, so I am just blending this in a circle motion around the crease of my eye and kind of blending it up. When you feel your blending brush is getting a little dirty, swap it for a new one or just clean this one because you will begin to just move the product around rather than actually blending it. So, and I blend that, you know, all the way out, and I also use a transition colour to skin. So this is Brulee, and I just put that on the fluffy brush and I kind of just put that up here so that it goes colour, a bit of Brulee, and then into the skin so it's not so harsh. And then I just apply a little bit more colour, whatever I already have on my brush. And then I'm constantly blending until I'm happy with it. This can take time if you want it to be really nice and blended. It also depends on your brushes and all of that. But yeah, so I'm quite happy with that. So I'm now going to go on to the other side and then we'll get on to the next. Right, so now I have blended that on both sides, I'm going to go in with a pencil. This is an eye kohl, also from MAC. It's called Costa Riche. And I'll just kind of swatch a bit on my back of my hand. It's a warm brown that when blended out kind of goes into something like that. It's really lovely. So I'm just going to put this as close as I can to my lash line. And then I'm going to blend that out with a 219. Sorry, this one's gone pink because it's been dyed because all the different colours I've used on it in the past. I'm just going to carry on this one eye so that I can, and then I'll do the other eye after. So I just blended that out. Then I'm going to get that same 239 that I was using earlier, and I'm going to use a bit of Beauty Marked. This is a shadow that's got purple pigments mixed with black pigments. I don't know if you can see that. It's a really nice colour, so I'm just going to put that on the 239. This one does fall out quite a lot, so make sure that you really tap it off before applying. And I'm just going to apply this to, wrong eye, I'm going to just apply this to the outer corner of my eye. And kind of swoop it into that crease like that. And then I'm going to grab my blending brush again and blend that out. Now using a 224. It's just a slightly bigger blending brush. You can always go back with the colours you had before. So that they're really strong in the middle there. Colours that are really warm, like kind of copper, reddy tones, anything on the colour wheel that's opposite to blue will make blue eyes really pop out. So oranges, reds, yellows, you know, so golds, coppers, brick kind of colours and stuff like that will really make them pop, which is why I have a massive soft spot for colours like that. I also love like purples and stuff, but that's again different, but that's why I kind of use those as well. Right, so now that I've done that, I'm just going to link it all in to the bottom here, just with whatever's excess on this brush, like so. Then I'm going to grab a eye pencil. It doesn't really matter what type. I really like Feline from MAC, however, I have lost mine at the moment, so I've just got the back up, and this is from Rimmel London. I also really like this. It's really nice as well. But I do miss my Feline. Anyway, this is Scandal Eyes Waterproof Kohl Liner 000, 000, no, 00 black. And I'm just going to pop that into my waterline. Be careful when doing this, because it is extremely close to your eye. It can make your eye water, and you don't want it to get sore, so just be careful, take your time. I'm also going to do it to the top. You don't have to do this. This is just something I like to do because I feel like it finishes it off a bit. But make sure you don't, you know, stab your eye. I literally just go in it being very, very slow and gentle, but you can also lift it up and do it that way, but I find that a little harder. But if you have sensitive eyes, then this is probably not something that you want to do. Anyway, so that is fine. Then I'm going to apply a little bit of pigment in the actual very centre of the eyelid. This is Reflects Copper. It's I'll show it with the lid off actually, because you'll be able to see a bit better. It's a, you know, it's beautiful, beautiful colour. Right, I'm going to use my 239 again. This is going to go everywhere. It will fall on your face. One thing I recommend is the eyeliner mixing medium from MAC. I don't have one at the moment, but I keep forgetting I need to get one. Anyway, so just have that on the brush. Make sure it's only on one side of the brush, otherwise it really will fall out all over your face. And I literally just tap that on in that centre area, like that. So your eyes will look like this, proper sparkly. I don't know how much the camera is picking it up, but it's very sparkly. Then I'll just get any fallout. And then I go in with some mascara. This mascara I really, really like. It's Studio Sculpt Super Black Lash from MAC. It's like that. It might scare some people, but I really like it. You can use false lashes. In fact, I think if you're going out, I think false lashes will look really, really nice with this look. I'm not going to, but it would look really nice with lashes. I got a bit on my nose, so I'm just going to blend that over. Right, so I'm just going to go finish off the other eye, and then we'll move on to lips. Right, so the eyes are now finished, so I'm going to go on to lips. The lips should be nice and moisturised now because of the Elizabeth Arden 8-hour cream. So I'm going to go straight on with a lip pencil. I'm using Burgundy from MAC. and I'm just going to put that all over the lip, starting at the top and going like that. So once you've finished with the lip liner, I'm going to go on to the lipstick. I'll be using Cyber from this palette here. This is the 6 Select Plums, and this colour here is called Cyber. I'm just using any brush. This is literally just a very cheap brush from I think a craft store. It's just quite a nice shape. And I'm just going to apply that all over the lip. And once you're happy with how strong the colour is, I'm going to apply a pigment. This is a pigment, it's called Reflects Blackened Red, and I'm just going to use the lid here, and I'll just show you a quick close-up. The pigment, it's lovely, and I'm just going to put a little bit of that on my brush, and just apply that to the middle. And there you have it. This is the finished look. You can always put a nude lip on if you don't want it to be so strong. You could also apply eyelashes, which also would look very nice. So yeah, this is my finished look. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you for watching.